evening. I want to discuss to you about three villain in the Disney world. Three villain. Three. They have a both similarity. They big and strong, and they have a gun, firepower gun. Let's take these three villain. Is number one, Clayton from Tarzan. Clayton, come with Jan and his father. The father hire man, hunter, who have ambition, who have his own ambition, is to capture gorilla and to sell it to the market. That is Clayton's ambition while he holding a gun. And the second person who's holding a gun in the villain, in the Disney world, is Ratcliffe, John Smith, Pocahontas' boyfriend, John Smith boss, Ratcliffe, he have an ambition. When he come to the Indian island, he want to take over the island. He want to take as many corn. He want to take the benefit of the island. Okay, he want to take over. So he come there, and then they have a conflict between Indians and the white men. That on the story, yeah, Pocahontas story. And then one day, when a jealousy between one Indian warrior, he saw Pocahontas and John Smith making love. He jealous. He want to kill John Smith, and then John Smith friend shoot at him. He died, and then at the end, John Smith want to save his friend. He called his friend land, and then John Smith was to blame. Okay, John Smith was to blame. They capture him. They tie him up, ready for the execution. Yeah, they think John Smith was the killer, and then that time when both Ratcliffe fury, Ratcliffe feel angry. He feel like he want to save his friend John Smith, so he make a war. He going to prepare a war. He bring many white men soldiers to fight the Indian. He want to kill the Indian. That is at least Ratcliffe died in a tragic, a gun. John Smith shoot a gun at his chest, and he wounded. I think he not die. He wounded, but they capture him. They throw him to jail in England. Okay, they take him back to jail, and they tie him up, and then they take him back to England, to prison for judgment. Another, let's talk about Clayton. Okay, Clayton in Tarzan special unique movie. Clayton was a hunter hired by Jane's father, which is Jane, Tarzan boyfriend. His ambition want to capture as many gorilla as he can and sell it to the market. That's his ambition, so he keep the ambition up, he hide it up, until one day he saw his mark. He captured Jane and his father, and he want to capture gorilla and going to sell it to the market. Meanwhile, Tarzan on the ship being cheated, being captured by the crew on that ship. Why Tarzan friend going to help him with his elephant friend come to rescue, and then Tarzan bring his animal friend into wall. Yeah, just similarity, just like the Ratcliffe make a wall. Here Tarzan make a wall against Clayton and his army. Okay, at the end they win, and then Clayton meet his tragic death in a hang. Clayton hang by himself of certain mistake. Okay, hang on a tree. That the end of Clayton. And one more, I think one guy is strong also, holding a gun. I think if you said or notice, it is Gaston, in the Beauty and the Beast. Belle, he want to try to propose Belle, but Belle don't like him, so he angry. He put a hatred in his heart to Belle, because Belle don't love him, don't want to marry him. He's strong also. He got muscle. He got a gun also. And he make a complete wall also. He make a wall also, like these two villains I just talking about. He make a wall against the beast. They want to kill the beast. He provoke the local citizen, the local farmer, to be against the beast. He say everything bad again about the beast. The beast going to eat the children, going to hunt the children out. So they must close the door. They must kill the beast. So the prophet local citizen, and the farmer angry, and they take the weapon going to kill the beast, the war. And then they are stopped by the castle servant, which are turned to the cupboard, turned to the household equipment. They fight by the lead of the Mr. Candle. They fight the local citizen. They beat them up in the end. But Gaston managed to come inside the castle. He want to kill the beast, because he want to steal Belle from the beast, He going to shoot the beast up. He have a gun too. If no, his weapon, I think this time he not take gun. He take arrow. He going to shoot the beast, and then suddenly the beast saw the bear coming, and then he spirit up, and then he attack Gaston, and then he fight Gaston. When he about to throw Gaston away from the high of the top roof on the castle, then Belle called him, and no, and I think there was a sympathy on the beast, Beast sympathized to Gaston, so he let him go. He asked him to go away and never return. He tell Gaston like that, with the eyes staring at Gaston, go and never return. He say like that. And then, yeah, then when Beast about to meet Belle, then suddenly Gaston struck his knife to the Beast's belly, to the Beast's side, struck his knife in the here on the Beast, struck few times, and then the Beast threw Gaston away. And then Gaston also meet his tragic death, falling from the top roof of the castle, falling down, dead. He meet his tragic death. But in the end, Beast was returned from the spell, broken the curse of the Beast, turned the Beast into the prince, and give the prince the second life again. Then the Beast become the prince and come to Belle, and then he and Belle get married. That's the happy ending. Yeah, I think that's about the similarity of these three villains. Yeah, they both have their ambition, in different ambition, different life, different setting, different story setting, which I think they have a similarity. They strong, they have a weapon. I think they three have a gun. I think Gaston have a gun, just he don't use it to the beast. He don't use it to shoot the beast. He use arrow to kill the beast, not a gun. So that's it. And the three meet the tragic death also. Gaston falling from the top roof of the castle, boom, and never be seen again. And Clayton hang from the top of the tree, also the top Gaston falling from the top, Clayton hang from the top of the tree root hang Gaston neck and choke him up. And then yeah, when Tarzan about when Tarzan want to save Clayton, he have a mercy on Clayton. He have a sympathize on Clayton. But Clayton don't want to change. Clayton push Tarzan's hand back, and then suddenly the root tie on Clayton falling down, and then the root tie on the Clayton neck, and then suddenly the root fall down like that, and then cut. Clayton neck was broken by the tree root hang on his neck. He also fall from the top to the bottom, just like Clayton, just like Gaston. And then one more, yeah. Ratcliffe, luckily, he don't die. Ratcliffe don't die, luckily. But he was, luckily he alive. He was taken to the council for justice. But unlucky, John Smith was chased by Ratcliffe in the second movie of Pocahontas, where John Smith ran away high, so he cannot send any message, he cannot send letter to Pocahontas. So Pocahontas was wondering, where is John Smith? Why he didn't heard anything from him? For a long time, he hasn't heard anything from him. Where is he? Is he dead or alive or don't care about her anymore? Actually, John Smith was running, okay? Running, hiding on Ratcliffe, so he cannot return to Pocahontas. He will be captured by Ratcliffe if any one of the Ratcliffe men saw John Smith on the ship. They will capture him, so he must run, he must hide for such a long time until Pocahontas meet his brother, John Wolfe. John Smith's brother, twin brother. Yeah, and then, but too bad, Pocahontas fall in love with John Wolfe, yeah. And then, in the end of the story, Pocahontas chose John Wolfe, then John Smith. But then again, I don't know the third story of Pocahontas. If you see on YouTube, the story say John Wolfe tell Pocahontas that he cannot be together with her because there are so many different and her culture and the character doesn't suit him. So he asked her to go back to England. So Pocahontas, depressed and heartbroken, yeah, go back to where he came from, the Latin American, the Indian island. There he meet John Smith there, and John Smith tell him he love her, he want to marry her, and then he asks the chief, Indian chief, if he can marry Pocahontas. That's the story by a fan, yeah, guessed by a fan guess. That's, I think, the three similarity of these three villains. Don't give you comment to me about this when you have other information other than about these three villains. You can tell me that I don't know. You can tell me, okay? I'll see you on the next video. Good night.